Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the Best Bets. Today we're taking a look at episode 19, which is UFC 314, Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes, which is taking place tomorrow, April the 12th, 2025, starting at 6 p.m. EST. We're going to be taking a look at the four best bets, the parlays, and the props for each fight. We're going to start off with the four best bets. You know what it is. We're going to start off and get right into it with the early prelim opener. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. Also, go check out the Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy edit that I did put out last week. It's pretty damn good. It's not too bad. Let's start off with the early prelim lock, which I think is Nora Cornell. I think Nora Cornell is just going to overwhelm Haley Cohen. She's a very, very big French kickboxer, weighing at 138 last time, I believe, against Melissa Mullins as well, where she got the knee and body kick, knee to the body and then head kick follow-up. She also missed weight in that fight as well. It just kind of seems that she just can't stay on weight. She's just way too big for the weight class. Haley Cohen is... she's pretty damn... Oh, she did miss weight for this fight too. Okay, so yeah, that is the weigh-in result. Excuse me. Haley Cohen, I think here is just going to get overwhelmed. I think the striking capabilities of Nora Cornell is huge, and I think in this situation, Haley might get dropped early, and it might just be done there. Nora Cornell is just really, really good. She figures it out inside the cage most often. Jacqueline Cavalcanti almost won a split decision. Cavalcanti looking like trash in that fight too. Haley Cohen, dude. Jamie Lynn Horth was able to beat her. Nora Cornell is way better than Jamie Lynn Horth. I'm going to take Nora Cornell all day, minus 175. Very, very solid. I would probably be more inclined to take the minus 235 line at over, but I think with the fact that Nora Cornell has very, very high-level kickboxing capabilities, we're going to go with the money line minus 175. Now, next on the locks, I'm going to go, or the best bets, excuse me. We're going to be going with Trejan Gore versus Marco Tulio Silva. It kind of seems like Trejan Gore is just going to get overwhelmed with the just striking capabilities of Marco Tulio. Marco Tulio literally just tries to do whatever flashy shit he can, tries to overwhelm the guy that he's fighting and put him down. He did it against Ihor, did it against Matsur, did it against Kami. I think Trejan Gore is no different. Gore's good. Gore, I think, can get it done with his wrestling, half decent, but only beating two cans inside of the UFC is not enough for me. I think Marco Tulio is just going to beat the shit out of him, put him down, and at a minus 400, you'd expect that. Plus 105 for the KO prop, minus 220 at under 2.5. Under 1.5 is a little bit sketchy because Gore can easily make it to half a round inside the second. I'm not too sure, but under 2.5 should be locked up there for you if that's what you're taking a look at. Now, honorable mention here. Actually, will it be an honorable? Maybe we will just take it. Nah, we're going to move on. Honorable mention, Michael Olajaychik. We're not going to take it. It seems a little bit too easy to take. I think he's going to knock the shit out of Dumas. Dumas has only really beaten bums. Abu Azatar kind of exposed as a can, realistically. Dennis Talulin, we know he's a can. Cody Brundage, you don't need me to tell you twice. And Michael Olajaychik is able to keep himself around at 185. I think he's going to be able to do enough against Dumas to win, and if not, knock him out early, which he usually does against guys like this. Dumas is going to be looking for that wrestling. Olajaychik ain't going to be having any of it. He's just going to push off and look to strike. I think that's where Mikhail or Michael, whatever his name is, I think he gets it done. But we're going to move on since that is not one of the best bets. Another honorable mention. We're going to go a double honorable mention here. Darren Elkins, Jim Miller. Their tags are so insanely gross. Plus 265 for Elkins is ridiculous. Plus 550 or plus, what is it right now? Where is it? Plus 550 for Jim Miller is absolutely fucking disrespectful. This dude could still pull a Gillian Chase. I don't give a fuck what type of grappling Chase Hooper has. I don't. A gilly is a gilly, bro. You get caught in that, you're done. Jim Miller is powerful, bro. Plus 1,400. Chase Hooper got caught by Borshev. Remember that when you sleep at night. When you bet fucking all your money on Chase Hooper and lose it. Now, we're going to go on third best bet of the evening. A little bit sketchy, but we love it. Dan Ige versus Sean Woodson. We're going with Dan Ige, dude. Dan Ige, I think, in this situation against Sean Woodson, Woodson's body's going to be way open. Dan Ige going to obviously take the opportunity to rip the shit out of his body. And Sean Woodson, when he puts his hands down, gets clipped all the time. Got clipped against, who's that guy he got dropped against? Louis Saldana? That's probably who it was, right? That guy who freaked out and, like, jumped up on the cage and shit when he, like, hit it with an illegal knee or whatever it was. I think it's just like Woodson just wins these bullshit fights realistically. I bet him to win against Caceres. I thought Alex might have won that fight. He won anyway. Jourdain could have won against him. Didn't. I mean, like, Dan Ige here. Dan Ige is really sharp. He takes his camp seriously. He watches a lot of tape coming into his prime. I like Dan Ige, especially as a plus 145. Give me him all day. What's he sitting at right now? Plus 150? Plus 150? Maybe the plus 3.5 to log up, guys. I'm not going to lie. Sean Woodson, I don't think he's putting down Ige, and Ige can easily fucking put down Woodson. I mean, if Dan Ige drops Woodson, he ain't letting him back up. That skeleton is getting dropped bad. Yeah, I like Dan Ige there at the top of the prelims. Now we're going to the fourth best bet of the evening. It was honestly a pick between Yair or Patty. I mean, I'm a little bit stressed out with Michael. We're definitely not touching that main event either. Fuck that. I want Volk to win so bad. But Yair Rodriguez against Patricio Pitbull. I think Yair gets it done. He's just like... His capabilities inside the UFC are great. He hasn't really fought and beaten much good competition in the last 5 years, but Patricio Pitbull coming from Bellator, getting knocked out and risen, losing to Sergio Pettis is not very promising from me. It worries me a lot. It's really fucking stressful to see from him because especially as a good champion, and beating up Michael Chandler and stuff, Yair is longer. He's going to be throwing those wild kicks. And Pitbull, if he gets clipped, man, he's going out. And it's a little bit worrisome because Yair is very explosive. I don't think the takedowns are going to come very early for Pitbull. And it's not like a Brian Ortega level threat on the ground. You're more or less dealing with just a wrestler. And Yair can get up. It's just he was dealing with a lot with Brian Ortega, especially after gassing out, after dropping him. I think Yair can probably drop Patricio. And if he drops him realistically, he puts him out. Yair is just very, very good. And I like him to win this fight. I think it... Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. I'm watching Mateos get almost knocked out here by Jake Hadley in the PFL. Yeah, we're going to go with Yair Rodriguez for the fourth best bet of the evening. Check out the Bryce Mitchell-Jean Silva fight. Jean might get fucking rocked. We don't know. The wrestling might be too much from Bryce, but I think Jean can put it together. Dominic Reyes as an underdog is crazy. Now let's take a look at the props, guys, because we need to get this done quick. Nora Cornell versus Haley Cohen. Again, I was talking about it before. Plus 450 on the KO prop and minus 175 on the line. I love the KO prop, plus 450. Sprinkle a little bit on it, but Nora Cornell should get it done. Trajan Gore versus Marco Tulio Silva. Under 2.5 should be your lockup. Minus 220. Not to go the distance, minus 320. Probably where you're sitting. Sumadarji versus Mitch Raposo. Under 2.5, plus 140. I don't mind that. Sumadarji with knockouts is crazy. His left hand is a fucking piston. Remember that. He has strong boxing, dude. He is ridiculous. Mitch Raposo can land back too. His submission game is not too bad, but I think Sumadarji in this instance is going to be able to get a win column win. Or I was going to say back in the win column, but I lost my train of thought, okay? Cedricos Dumas versus Michael Olajaychuk, under 1.5 rounds, plus 120. Love it. Michael Olajaychuk by KO, plus 140. Love it. Cedricos Dumas by submission, plus 700 is actually pretty decent for Dumas, but I don't think he gets it. Darren Elkins versus Julian Erosa, over 2.5 rounds, minus 125. I think Darren can last at least 3 rounds, if not 2.5. And I think realistically, Darren can get it done, if not on the spread, at plus 3.5 for plus 130. I like Aaron Elkins on the line. It's a little bit sketchy because he is old, but fuck, dude. The dude doesn't back down. And Julian Erosa is going to just be looking for a finish all night. Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper. I love Jim Miller. And I'm going to be taking him tomorrow night. I can't bet against him realistically. Chase Hooper is really good. It's just the submission game is all you're looking for. And Jim Miller's been on the ground for fucking 30 years or 25 years, however long it's been. I don't think he's getting submitted tomorrow night. I think it's going over, if anything, at plus 125. Dude, it's not bad. Yan Xiaonan versus Verna Jandiroba, or Jandidoba, whatever her fucking name is. This one stresses me out just a little bit, and the reason for that is because I want to pick Yan Xiaonan, especially as an underdog. It's a great pick. Plus 3.5 is minus 150. Verna has real submission threat. Real submission threat. The over 2.5 is a little bit sketchy at that point. I do like Yan, though, as an underdog. Verna is just a bit safer to pick because Yan has been exposed by grapplers before. If you're betting this fight, I wouldn't. I would stay more away. Obviously, I'm not going to stay away. I'm a degenerate. I'd probably pick over 2.5 in this fight, honestly, at minus 190. I think that's where you're sitting. I don't think Yan gets submitted. But, you know, we don't really know. We're going to have to look and see. Next, we have Danny Ige, Sean Woodson. I love Danny Ige on the line, plus 150. Danny Ige by knockout, plus 400 is even better. you stay away from Sean Woodson. Minus 105 on his prop for decision is ridiculous. Just stay away. You don't need that in your life. You don't need to bet this fight. I mean, unless you're betting Dan Ige. Plus 3.5 on Dan Ige is probably locked up, but over 2.5, I can see it's just Dan Ige's fucking. Sean Woodson gets cracked all the time, and if Dan Ige clips him, it's over. So, I don't know. Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes, under 2.5 is probably locked up, minus 160. Krylov, really good finisher on submission and KO. And Dominic is just going to be looking to knock the shit out of Krylov early and try and put him down. And I don't think Krylov is that durable, so we're going to see if Dominic can get it done. I like Dominic Reyes on the... what just happened? Jake Hadley just got a knockout. Okay. Well... why is it the one time I bet against Jake Hadley? Listen, I bet the under in that fight. Listen, I'm going to talk about this now because now I'm pissed off. I bet the under in this fight. And Jake Hadley, I also bet Mateos, and Jake Hadley just knocked out Mateos. I don't even know how that's possible because Jake Hadley looks so shit. This is how big the skill difference is from UFC to PFL. Holy shit. He worked that dude, and that dude looked good in PFL. That's ridiculous. Anyway, Nikita Krylov, Dominic Reyes, under 2.5 probably locked up. I like Dominic Reyes on the KO prop, plus 375, and if not, Nikita Krylov by KO, plus 275. Not to go the distance, minus 220. Yep. What happened? What did I miss? Oh, he got a rear naked choke. Never mind. That was honestly, it's pretty nasty. Bryce Mitchell versus Jean Sylvain next. Hi. What are we talking about here? I like Jean Sylvain by knockout. I do. I think Bryce Mitchell gets clipped here and just put out. I think it's just going to be too much and overwhelming from Jean. He does do a lot of antics, which worries me because Bryce will not fuck around. That dude is serious. That dude's really, like, spastic. So I'd be very, very stressed out about that. Under 2.5 is probably good, minus 160, because if Bryce gets him down, he'll most likely submit Silva. I don't think Silva's even close to the level of jiu-jitsu Bryce has on the ground, especially because Bryce is making his own fucking moves and shit. Look for probably Jean Silva by knockout or Bryce Mitchell by submission. Under 2.5, probably looking good. Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull Ferreira, whatever his name is. Or Ferry, I don't fucking know, man. Yair Rodriguez, I think, is going to get it done. Patricio Pitbull just not having the good enough experience, losing in Risen, like I said, by knockout. And a decision that was pretty bad in Bellator. Like, it's just kind of shit. It was kind of pathetic. We're going to go with Yair Rodriguez, more experience inside the UFC. Knockout is live for Yair, but I think decision's more likely, plus 137. Yeah, nah, I'd stay away from Pitbull if I were you. Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett, under 2.5 rounds, probably looking good. But the problem is I don't know if Paddy's going to be able to submit Michael Chandler. I mean, again, the submission threat from Charles Oliveira is there consistently, and he wasn't able to get it. And Paddy, by knockout, is not realistic. But he does have good hands. It's just like he keeps his hands so down that Chandler could clip him really good. I'd be probably on the under 2.5. I would stay away from the rest of it. I'm not too sure. I think it's a finisher's fight. I don't think it's going 5 rounds. And if it does, it's probably Paddy at plus 850. So do with that as you will. Maybe put it in a cycle parlay. Maybe Paddy by decision. Maybe you go, if you want to really sweat it, Dan Ige by knockout because you're an absolute psychopath. And then you put like fucking Darren Elkins by decision because you just hate money. And you put $15 on it, win $4.5 grand, and just fucking fuck off for the rest of the life. For at least a month or something. You know, I don't know. Paddy, minus 5.5 at minus 140 is fucking wild. Do not take the spread on this fight. That is fucking pathetic. They think it's not going the distance at minus, what, 600? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would just take the under, I guess. Alexander Volkanovski, I'd probably stay away from that one. I don't know. That one's probably just going to be fun to watch. I'd be stressed out if I was betting that fight, honestly. I'm going to be putting a little bit of money on Paddy Pimblett, obviously, because I think he can get it done. It's just, fuck, man. Michael's going to be looking for it all day and night, boys. All day and night. How much did I put on it? 30, 33, $7, 42, got 33 back, $9. Nice. Alexander Volkanovski, Diego Lopes, under 4.5 rounds, minus 130 is probably where you're sitting. And Diego Lopes by knockout is probably where you're sitting. I don't know. I want Volk to win, man. My heart can't take this. I'm going to fucking probably cry on Saturday. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to cry tomorrow. You're going to see me cry on stream. I'm going to be overwhelmed because if I watch Volk get fucking knocked out again, dude, I don't think I can handle. I think I'm actually going to have to go for a run or something. Or I'm going to have to, like, stop watching UFC for a week or something. Because holy shit, dude. I don't think I can handle it. I want Volk to just knock out Diego. Just fucking torch him. Just put his lights out. Fucking just rock him. Just mollywop the shit out of him. If I'm being honest with you, my heart says Volk. My brain says Diego by an absolute devastating knockout, and Volk retires. That's honest. And it'll be early if it's Diego. Like, if we do under 1.5 rounds, Diego by knockout. Yeah. That's pretty good. Because that's Diego's only outcome. It's the only outcome, guys. I'm not kidding. Because if he doesn't get that shit, I don't know. I really don't. Because I don't know if Diego can actually hang with Volk for 5 rounds. Volk is better in wrestling, not jiu-jitsu. He's better with striking, better with distance management, better with defense, better with everything. He's literally better than Lopes. It's just the chin that worries me. And the statistic that no fucking champ has gotten his belt back after, what, 36 or whatever it is? I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Actually, that's a lie. I do have parlays to do. Oopsie poopsies. I'm just fucking bugging out because this shit won't work. There we go. We're going to do an... Okay. We're just going to... Hold on. Just a second. Hold on. One more second. All right. Early prelim. We're going to do Nora Cornell, Marco Tulio Silva by knockout, and then Sumadarji. I did put $30 on this at plus 411 to win 153. I think that is a good enough early prelim bet. You do win 5x money, and it does set you up a little bit for later on. If you're thinking about sweating it a lot, you can do Darren Elkins plus 3. Sweating, by the way, you're sweating. You're sweating your ass off. I would go, if you want to be safe, you know what? No, you want to sweat. You want to fucking sweat? Let's sweat. You guys want to sweat? I'll show you a sweat. Fuck. Here we go. Boom. Over 2.5, Yan and Verna, Danny Ige to win, Darren Elkins to win, under 2.5 rounds, Krylov Reyes and Michael Olajacek, plus 3,227, $25 wins you 830. That is ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, that's pretty good. You also have, you can go Olajacek if you want to be a little bit safer. Olajacek over, Dan plus 3.5, and you can go the under plus 461. Okay, it's a little bit safer. $25 wins you have 140. I like that. I like that a lot. If we're going with all the picks that I like, you guys want to do that super long parlay that I like to do. If Silva wins, he's winning by knockout most likely. Honestly, we can just do this. Let's just do this. We're going to go boom, boom. Sumadarji, Olajacek, Darren Elkins plus 3.5. Actually, no, we're not going to do that because then we lose the parlay boost, right? Yeah. We're going to go, we're going to go, oh, shit, over? I can't do overs. We're going to Dan Ige, Dominic Reyes, Silva, Yair, Patty. Oh, Patty the baddie. What is it? $15 pays $2,000. Hey, these are the picks I like, though. Realistically, these are the picks I'm going to bet. I am a little bit stressed out about Jean Silva. I'm a little bit stressed out about Patty Pimblett. Those are the only two I don't like. If I take those two out, what does it give me? Yair, Dom, Ige. What else do we have? Olajacek, Sumadarji. Boom, boom. All right, 788. That's pretty good. I'm going to be putting $15 on that. I like that actually a lot. That's going to be the bet of the night, guys. That's going to be the parlay I think that cashes. No, not realistically. I mean, it's a 7-leg. I do think this one cashes, though. The early prelim bet that I did talk about at plus 411. I also really do like Michael Oh, my God. Now we're just fucking resetting everything, eh? Oh, yeah. Just sign me out. I didn't care anyway. I didn't want it anyway. Listen, we're just rambling and shit. I'm trying to figure these out. Like, these parlays are so hard because this weekend is fucking ridiculous, okay? If we're being honest, you want to lock. If you want to lock, this is probably it. Maybe Tulio in there. I like the under a lot for Reyes and Krylov, though. This is probably the lock of the week. You want to put $100 on that? That wins 5-6-1. This is probably your lock of the week, okay? I don't think this loses. If this loses, fuck, okay? Like, fuck. That's wild if it loses. It should not lose. If you want to bet the best bets, these are the best bets. Here, where is it? Nora Cornell and boom. You have plus 650. It's not that bad. The only one you're stressing a little bit about is probably Yair. Just in case Patricio and maybe Sean Wood. No, actually, probably Sean Woodson. Yeah, that's what you're stressing. Just because of his range. His range is ridiculous. If you guys want to do the cycle parlay, we're going to put a cycle parlay right in the end here. Because some people do like them. Some people don't. We're not going to do multiple ones because it's not. We're not goobers here, okay? We're not goobers. We're going to go. Want to see some sweaty shit? Dominic Reyes by KO. Ooh, you didn't see that, eh? You didn't see that. Oh, how about this? Nora Colnol by... Oh, my God. Who do we do a submission? Holy shit. Maybe you don't do a... Oh, okay, you know what? Patty by submission? Fuck it. We'll put Patty on there. Oh, Patty to body. And yeah, you're by decision, right? What do you know, boys? 25 pays you 916. Not bad. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. I did ramble a little bit at the end there, but fuck, man. It's hard to pick up these parlays when the weekend is so hard. There's so many good dogs that can cash, and there's a lot of money you can be made if you're betting straights, but we all know we're betting the parlays. We're degenerates. We're trying to make some big money with some little cash. Shit, hopefully it comes through. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will talk to you guys all later. Make sure to tune in for the Saturday stream. And again, go check out the YouTube edit if you have not of last week's UFC card. And if you guys are betting, make sure to drop in the comments below what you guys are betting. I'm interested to see what the parlays look like. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll talk to you guys all later. Peace.